So let me start with the second one, because that one's easier. So Nate Werner, I agree that the day of the Sabbath is important and it's the first day of the week. But if you are forced for whatever reason to work on Sunday, can you take a Sabbath rest on a different day? No. The answer is no. You can rest on a different day. You can rest on a Tuesday. You can rest on a Wednesday. You can't take a Sabbath rest on a day that is not the Sabbath. So the Sabbath really is, it's not just, and a lot of guys do that within the Christian realm. A lot of guys will say that, like, everybody needs a Sabbath, and my Sabbath is, Tuesday, or my Sabbath is Thursday. And I've heard a lot of pastors, evangelical pastors, say, well, my Sabbath is Monday because I work on Sunday. No, your Sabbath is Sunday. I am a pastor who works hard on the Lord's day, and that is also my Sabbath. Because here's the deal. It's not, I should have said this earlier, but it's not just the Sabbath is for worship and rest. The Sabbath is for worship, which for the Christian is where the truest sense of rest is found. We rest in our worship. Rest, believe it or not, we do so many things because we're tired and we think that it'll be restful, and it's not. It's not. Right? We lay down at night when we should go to bed at 10:30, and we end up going to bed at midnight because we spend an hour and a half scrolling on our phones, thinking that we're resting, but it's not restful. It's draining you, right? Watching an entire Netflix season, binging is not restful. It's not restful. You think it is, but it doesn't rejuvenate your soul. Worship of the triune God, gathering together with the saints, receiving the Lord's Supper, hearing Christ preached in the Word. This is restful. And so that is true rest, and that is a rest that is commanded to take place on the Sabbath. So with your work, first I would just look at the nature of your work. So if you're a nurse, or if you're a police officer, or if you are involved in driving an ambulance, or these, there are multiple different vocations that are works of mercy or works of necessity. Still as an organized, official, formal vocation, but are still under the category of works of necessity or mercy. If that is your job, then I would say that you have an exception. You do. And I would say you still should seek, as a Christian, to be able to be present in church as much as you can influence your schedule. But no, that would not be breaking the Sabbath. Now, if you have some other kind of job, where it's not a police officer, it's not a nurse, it's not a doctor, it's not a work of mercy or necessity. It's at the grocery store. You work at H-E-B, right? I'm in Texas. H-E-B, that is the grocery store. You might say, well, that's a work of necessity. People need food. No, people need food 7 days a week. They do not need to buy food 7 days a week. Again, remember, if we had a Christian society, like the cell phone tower, I think you could operate it 6 days a week and it would run still on the seventh. Certainly. Right? I'm not an expert with phone technology, but I've got some level of expertise with H-E-B. I'm pretty sure that you could go grocery shopping on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday and buy enough groceries to where you could eat on Sunday. Right? So if that's your job, if you're working at H-E-B, that would not be a work of necessity or a work of mercy. So what do? Well, first, you need to, you don't quit your job to keep the Sabbath, but then break other aspects of God's law by not providing for your family. So you do it wisely. Don't be that young 22-year-old overly idealistic, non-serious Sabbatarian man. Don't be that guy. That guy is dumb. Don't be like him. So be wise. Say, Lord, I want to obey you. Would you provide for me? Give me favor with my managers to change my schedule, or would you provide for me another job that allows me to remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. But yeah, if you have a job that forces you to work on the Lord's day, and it is not a job that falls under the banner of a work of necessity or a work of mercy, then you should look at changing your schedule and praying that the Lord would give you favor with your employer, or if that's not a possibility, looking at a different job to keep the Sabbath. It matters. Wait, real quick, before you go, do me a favor. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, click the bell so you'll be notified with all our new content as it comes out on a daily basis. And if you're willing to support this ministry, you can do so by going to rightresponseministries.com/donate. Thanks so much. God bless.